Alrighty, guys. Well, that's the game, and we're like super excited. I have a million questions myself. Even just looking at the dash right now with the queen. I mean, she doesn't. She's got a little alien-esqueness to her that I think we need to dive into chat about. But also, guys, hey, a heads up. Killer Queen Black is on Game Pass. Don't have Game Pass, no worries, guys, because we're going to give you the opportunity to win. We have 2 1-month Game Pass Ultimate codes we're going to be giving away during the stream, so hang tight. And we're going to drop those in about maybe 45 minutes, and then in another hour after that, approximately, kind of thing. But without further ado, guys, welcome Jackie and Mike. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Thanks for being so patient with us too as well. Jackie, let's start with you. What is your title and what do you do for the KQB team?
Well, for sure. So I actually started with the Liquidbit team as a contractor right about when Killer Queen Black was at launch in October of 2019. So I helped with the launch campaign, and approximately 6 months later, I came on full-time as a marketing and content manager. When you're in an indie dev studio, you wear lots of hats. So I certainly play a lot of community roles, but majority, I'm just making sure our branding and messaging is spot on for Killer Queen Black and Liquidbit. So we get a lot of help from the community with that. They help kind of define who we are. So yeah, thanks for having us here and giving me something fun to do. I love watching your streams and seeing how people are engaging with Killer Queen Black.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Mike, why don't you give us your title and what you do for the team?
Sure, yeah. Great to be here. My name's Mike. I think my title officially is Chief Architect. I had to look that up. And I was one of the people that helped type the things into the computer to make the thing. And so here we are.
I love it. See, I get that kind of jargon when you just kind of like go off the rails. Get that because that's how I communicate. It's like it doesn't have to be perfect. I love it. Alrighty, so we've got Jackie as more community. Did you say it launched in 2019?
Yeah, so we actually came out on Steam and Nintendo in October of 2019, and we were just on those two platforms until our February 2021 release on Xbox. So that's kind of, I think, why we see a lot of folks that are at these Obsidian crazy levels because our Xbox players are a little newer to the game. So we've been around for a minute. So no, I like that. I'm new too. I was focused on branding stuff, and now I can focus on like playing and actually getting in with the community. So this is great.
That's awesome. Well, happy anniversary, October. That's like in a few days. How fitting is that we get to celebrate with you guys on an anniversary? This is like perfect timing. Yay. Oh my gosh. So congratulations to you and the team, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ginger, are we gonna, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give the mic to you. And what exactly are we going to go, where are we going from here?
Okay, so do you want me to ask my question or do you want to play some games?
Games!
Okay, so we're gonna just play some quick play here with the devs, and Bonnie's gonna ask some questions, I'm gonna ask some questions. You guys in the chat are gonna ask some questions, and we're just gonna have a fun time. So we're just gonna jump in here and get a quick play going. Let's go.
It's so funny. It's so funny that you keep saying Ginger because I happen to be a redhead. So I'm like, oh, wait, that's not me. Right, got it.
Oh, that's funny. And she's actually blonde.
Yes, I am. I just love ginger ale. So yeah, that's the backstory.
That's epic.
I love that.
Let's go to the chat really quickly because let's kick off some questions because the community, like I said, the community absolutely loves this game, guys. So let's go to them and see if we can find some questions. I see people talking about the Snail. Pandy's saying Winston is a very cute name. Can we get some clarification on what is the Snail? Is it the name? Can we get the name of the Snail?
Oh my gosh, that's a funny question. So Adam, one of the other developers on the team, what was the movie? In Bruges, I think, where the guy says, "Chill, Winston." And he just popped that into chat one day. He was like, I guess the snail's name is Winston. And he didn't expect it to stick, and I don't think he was even supposed to say that. because we were
Oh
never
my
like officially came up with the name, and it's stuck. I see people in chat saying Winston, and it's so funny to see that because it was kind of an accident.
That's epic. I love that story. So I'm writing this down because I'm not gonna. I had a cat named Winston, so it's gonna be
Aw.
easy for me. What was because there was another name that was being thrown out as well.
I think Steve. I saw the name Steve around for the snail.
Adam's actually in the chat correcting me. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. My bad. That is the movie.
Adam.
Oh my gosh! So is AJ? Is that AJ?
Yeah,
Yep,
AJ
that's
Walters is the Adam, another one of our dev team.
Oh, okay. So guys, everybody in chat. So AJ is another dev in the chat. So hey, AJ, welcome to the channel. All right. So I'm over here.
Awful here.
I'm just standing here, and it's like
Snail. Speaking of the snail,
I was trying to get him. I don't know what my problem is.
I have
Still
to
up on
back
the
out.
platform.
Sorry,
Speaking
guys.
of snail, perfect segue.
so not only that, it was a non-stop snail. So
that was they just A to B. What's up with that? Ginger, did you say something?
Yeah, I got kicked for inactivity, so I don't know if you guys are still in the game or not.
We are. So in order to get us back, we all have to go and hit start and go to exit, so we get back to the lobby. So
Okay.
that
I
should get
apologize
back
for
into the
that.
match.
I
that's
had
okay.
motorcycles and sirens outside, and I had to close the window. So.
All right. Well, while we're waiting, let's go see if let's get some more important questions from chat. I absolutely want to keep up on chat. Let's see. Another question from Pandy says, "Okay, how did you decide on B?"
So that is a question that opens up a whole topic of conversation of how we even created this game in the first place. And for those who don't know, this was originally an arcade game that was created by a company called Bumble Bear. There's a lot of history here. I mean, it goes back to a yard game that was created for like a festival, and they created it into an arcade game, which we, living in Chicago, were fortunate enough to live close to a bar that had this arcade machine. It was a 5v5 game. Imagine you're at a bar, you see this huge cabinet, and two teams of 5 on either side of it can just walk up and play this game. And we played it. We're like, this game is incredible. Oh my God. Like, I've never seen a 5v5 arcade game before. And we were just blown away by it. And there was a whole community around it too that were very welcoming. You know, we had never played it before, but they kind of like, you know, they welcomed us to the cab and they showed us how to play it. And it was just a ton of fun.
Awesome.
But you will have to ask Bumble Bear why they are bees, because that is not for us to say.
Oh my gosh! So we have to go seek out Bumble Bear and get the answer.
That's right.
Most definitely, because that question right there kind of just starts off like the very beginning, and that was like one of my very first question is how did it go from vision to game, and right there was the whole story that I love history, and I love how things come to light and how they become how games come to be. That's a great story. But you gave me homework. Seriously?
Are you guys all?
Yeah, I did.
Just checking.
All right,
are y'all
chat.
backed out so I can start the game again?
You should be able to. If you get an
I
error,
did.
we'll know
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
didn't back out. But
Okay.
yeah, try hitting
I
quick
think-
play.
Also, buzz. We have some bee facts here that we would like to give out. And on the bee phone that's calling, buzz. So the first two we have are, did you know that bees have 5 eyes? And the second one is, bees are insects, so they have 6 legs. If you didn't know that.
Very interesting.
Now you know.
Eyes and 6 legs. Be facts.
I like that.
Oh, very nice. Thanks for those, Ginge.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Ginger, I'm going to let you go ahead and take the question on the music, because that's a really great question as far as, because we were talking about the game being the arcade style, and we kind of got the history on that already. But you have a question about the music.
I do. I really dig the music, and I was just wondering who came up with the idea to have the rock/heavy metal music in the game, because that's not something that you, and I do a lot of gaming, so that's not something that you hear in games all the time. And I was like, yes, I love this music. This is great, you know?
Awesome. This is actually, the music was done by Power Glove. And on our release, which was at Bumble Bash 4 in Chattanooga, they actually played live. You got to check them out. They're actually on tour right now. Power Glove the band, and yeah, they do a lot of speed metal, but a few video game themes in there as well.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Hey, that's really interesting that you said that, because the one thing that I noticed about the game and the music is how fast paced the game is, and that music keeps up. And I absolutely love, because my brain is like, it's like, this is one of those games where you're just like, you're constantly going, and that music just keeps up and keeps you hyped up and keeps you going. So yeah, both Ginger and I, we both really enjoyed that. So we're gonna have to check out, guys. So if you like the music, Chad, Power Glove the band, go give them a follow. I'm sure they're on Twitter. They're probably out there on all the socials. So if you like this music, go check it out.
Awesome. Yeah, they are. And you can catch them. I think it's like California, Canada. I know they'll be in Denver in a couple weeks. So, yeah, Power Glove. Awesome.
They're touring. This is so cool. Ginger, we got to go on a road trip. This sounds cool. All right. That's awesome. You know what? There is something that you talked about that I thought was really, really interesting as well. And our community lead, Ataxel, had this exact same question that, Mike, you were talking about. It's like, what was the hardest part about taking a 5v5 in-person arcade game and turning it into a 4v4 online multiplayer title, again, from Taxel?
Yeah, and this goes back to why this even happened in the first place. I mean, we went to this barcade and played this amazing game, and we happened to be just a budding video game company that, we weren't really sure what we wanted to do, but we knew we wanted to make a multiplayer game. And so we were starting to kind of create the tech around that, like how do we get, players moving around and being able to interact with each other. And we played this game, at a barcade, and we're like, this is an excellent game. Like, what if we just create a prototype of this and see, how it works? Can we bring this to multiplayer? Can we bring this online? And we ended up contacting Bumblebear and saying, hey, listen, we built this prototype. This is what we have. What do you think? And we sent them a very early version of it, and they were like, this is really cool. This works better than we thought it would. And so we wanted to see if we can form a partnership. We flew out to New York and did a week-long game jam with them. We just experimented with gameplay, different ideas. Maybe there's different weapons. Maybe there's, this, that, and the other. And we all kind of decided, we think we might have something here. We think this is possible to actually bring to the home. So people don't have to live, close by to a bar to play this. They can just play from their living room if they want to. And that was kind of what kicked the whole thing off. And there were a lot of challenges in doing so. So, as you know, the internet is not perfect. And
it's not.
There are limitations like the speed of light that make things difficult. So, we had to make game design decisions that worked around those limitations to make the game viable. So part of why we created the weapon system was because it was going to be an online game. So for those of you who don't know, Killer Queen Arcade is much like Joust, where the player that is higher above the other gets the kill. They win over. And that's actually really difficult to accomplish in an online network game, because who is higher can be difficult to determine based off of things like latency. So we had to create a little bit of a cushion, a little bit of give, so that maybe what's more important is not so much who's higher, but your angle of attack, who attacked first, your positioning, things like this. And that gave way to the different weapons that we have, trying to solve those problems. So a lot of the game that you see really was kind of morphed around the technical limitations that we were dealing with.
Oh, very interesting. I to take a little second and say I recognize a name in here that's on the other team.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with Pampers?
We are. I have to give a shout out to Pampers, who not only inspired one of our first community stickers. Oh my gosh, sorry. This is my first time doing a snail wrap on this map. Of course, I get murdered. But yeah, Pampers is awesome. He does our on break QP at lunchtime. So if you're part of our Discord or the B Game League Discord, you are, oh my God, it's so hard to play in chat. You are able to join some Quickplay at lunchtime. And Hampers is the ringleader on that. And his signature GIF is a pizza eating office character. So Stanley will is now memorized in a pixel form.
I love it.
Sorry, that was all over the place.
That's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh, sorry to interrupt, guys. Look at these berries. They have one berry left.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
We're
cool.
in trouble.
Good call out. Oh my gosh.
Now that is
Whoa.
some good throwing right there. That was
really
thrown
good.
right to him. Wow.
I love it. Oh,
So-
okay. Maybe this has already been answered. What other considerations were made in converting the arcade experience? Are there features unique to this version? That
Totally.
was
I
from,
mean, what you just saw is a unique feature. You cannot throw berries in the arcade version. Funny enough, that was just something I kind of thought would be interesting during development. I'm like, what if they could just throw a berry? And I did it, and it kind of stuck. It made it into the final game.
we love
That's
it.
great.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's
It's just,
also
I
one-
mean, but like it
Okay.
totally changed the dynamic of the game, and actually a lot of the game design is kind of, it kind of goes around the fact that you can throw berries. We had to tweak levels because it was just so easy for players. They got so good at just tossing berries into the hive. We had to slow that down a bit. So sometimes there are like platforms that are kind of in the way that make it a little more difficult and things like that. And to try to, because it's three ways to win the game, right? You have the snail. You get it to one side, you win the game. You have the queen. She has 3 lives. If she dies 3 times, the other team wins. And obviously the berries. And we try to keep those 3 victory conditions balanced as best we can. But that becomes a challenge, especially when we added berry throws into the mix.
We were really intrigued with the berry throw, and you're right, 100%. Like I was like, when we were playing it, when you guys jumped in, when Ginger and I were playing, we were just trying to get the berries in, and then all of a sudden we look over and we're watching these guys throw these berries in. I'm like, wait a second, game changer. So 100%, I love that. So. Is there anybody else in the game that you guys see that you'd like to give a shout out to? We saw
All of
Pampers.
these folks. I mean, the whole blue team. I recognize a lot of these names from our Discord, and really kind of always engaging the community and always jumping in some of the events that are hosted. So it's really nice to kind of see some regulars in here.
Well, let's give them an emote, guys. Hit that Y button. That's
I
right.
want to just give a really quick shout out to my mom. She just popped into Twitch.
Aw.
Mike's mom, 0215. That's my birthday. That's got to be her.
That is super sweet.
It's a family event.
This is so wholesome. I love it.
This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yes, as Taxel said, it's so nice to have you guys. Everybody say hi.
Oh, sorry, I was going to pick. I was just going to say, Taxel was saying, I got to say thanks for building that matchmaking feature because I love the barcade version, and I also get anxious asking strangers to play with me at the barcade. So it's nice to be able to just matchmake online.
Absolutely. I actually was at a barcade. I went on vacation in Minneapolis a little bit ago, and I always try to find a Killer Queen machine. And I was really nervous to ask people to play, but there was actually a meetup going on. So a bunch of people started playing, and then I blushed and, felt good about myself.
Did you tell them? Oh my
I
gosh.
did. I actually had some Pampers stickers in my wallet. And so they all got some Pixel Pizza stickers. If you folks out from the Up Down are watching, it was nice to meet you.
That's
I
awesome.
love these stories, guys. My cheeks are already hurting. This is.
I
just
know. I'm
fantastic
just like,
story.
my heart is so warm that Mike's mom is here. I'm just like,
Isn't
oh,
that awesome?
yes.
Mom's here.
But yeah, it is fun, just the crossover between the Killer Queen. Bumblebear has a few games. They also have Black Emperor, but just the strength of our communities combined and how fun it is to kind of, play up to the differences and have some fun together. Pampers, you're going to get it.
Love it. And you know what I really love is the fact that your Discord and the people are coming in. It just goes to show, and we were kind of talking about that before when we were all setting up, how welcoming and friendly your community is. It's just it's not that it's rare, but it's just it's the fact that how welcoming you guys are has just been spectacular. spectacular, and I love it. I love it,
Aw,
and it's just
yeah.
a great little match right now that we got going on.
We kind of luck. I don't want to say it's luck, but we did kind of grow up during lockdown, and so a lot of the folks that play, that was their social network. And so for a good year, we as devs got to know these folks. Like everybody really just kind of became this little community, and really it's more than gaming. It's about playing with your friends. So.
Way to go, Ginger.
Thank you.
GG
Yeah, that
on
was
that.
awesome, Ginger.
Let's see. I'm gonna catch up on chat. Let's see what else we got. Wait, okay. The rank symbols are different on Xbox. Wait, are the rank symbols different on Xbox? Maybe that's something you guys could answer. I'm not sure.
I'm wondering if they're meaning, the icons based on what rank you're on. They should be consistent across platforms. One thing that might change is the profile pictures that you see. Might not be the same, but it should be consistent.
Awesome.
It's interesting you brought up matchmaking, because that was actually another really big challenge for this game. I'm really glad you brought that up, actually. Something that you could imagine, right? Because this game is, with the 3 ways to win, the queen. I'm on my last life right now. This is stressful. I'm trying to talk.
And I'm watching Pampers with that shield. These guys are outrageous.
If I get hit one more time, I lose it to the team. And one of the things that we found really challenging was how do we do matchmaking, given in mind that the queen is really a pivotal, character on the team. And that is something that we're still working on today. It is very challenging to do. And we don't really have a great answer for that. I mean, it was something that we're continually iterating on. But
Out of here.
in the beginning of the game, we didn't really have much in that way. So a queen could really make or break the team. I mean, if she's not tagging the gates, she's like, I'm trying here. If she's being a little bit too adventurous and getting herself into tough spots where she's losing some lives too quickly, that can be really tough on the team. So that was a really big challenge for us. It continues to be honest.
Can they hear us? Because KC, man, he's got some blocking skills, or they got some blocking skills.
Dude, they know this map. I'm just like, how?
Here he's going from
I'm
Spawn
learning.
to Snail. Spawn to Snail.
Get out of here.
All right, let's go. What does it call the mace? The mace with the ball?
Yes, the maze. There's actually.
Oh, look at that. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's a great shot. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let's see. Pandy asks, do you plan to add more maps or weapons in the future?
Weapons are TBD, but I know maps that we do have a few. I'll let Mike talk to that.
Well, we're constantly iterating. One of the things that's very challenging is creating maps that introduce something unique. Oh, look at that. Casey, is that on fire again? Yep. On fire means that Casey, I believe, threw in every berry, made every berry with a throw.
Wow.
As abs, I mean, that looks really cute.
I mean, that's another.
That's okay.
There's a whole meta to this game. If you pop into our Discord, I believe there's like a berry channel or something where people just discuss optimal berry strategies. So people have learned like what pixel in the art your character's foot has to be planted on for you to jump and throw at the same time to make a berry. And one of the gripes that we actually got, because we didn't consider this in development, was that the art is not symmetric horizontally. So like a flower might be on the left side, but it's not on the same position on the right side of the map. And players actually were a little upset about it. It was like, well, it's easier because we learned the meta on the left side because I know I can jump on this flower, but then I have to learn the right side because the flower's not there. It's like we never considered that. It's really interesting how that propped up.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you put the berries in? Oh, I just threw it. How do you put the berries in?
So you can either throw it in,
okay,
or you just jump. You just jump into the hole when you have the berry.
I want to know how to throw
Jump
it.
towards it, right? So there is a way you can like modify your controls to make it easier too. Like if you wanted to use a bumper to toss it, I believe that's how other people do it.
all the good people. I love it.
They set up their controls to dominate.
Yeah, I'm not one of the good people.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're blocking us from throwing it. Good job, Pampers.
What are you doing? Come on. I want to throw the berries. Look at Jackie go. Jackie go.
I'm
Let's go. Oh, you.
Almost.
Oh,
Come on.
yeah,
There you go. Oh,
Nice.
nice work.
Casey Bruce coming for us though.
We had him on two fronts. We had the berries and the snail. That was a lot of pressure.
That was
was.
good. And we're all chatting and trying to yeah, that was good, guys. That's good. MLG Pro right now.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
By the way, I just
So-
want to stop to say thank you for all the follows and the host guys. Thanks for being here, joining us for this stream.
Absolutely. So so Cat Fox, just the gamers will do what we love, surprising the developers with stuff they never saw coming, and that was absolutely true in this game. I mean, I remember very fondly when this game first came out because we were the best at it because we've been playing it for 4 years, making it, and that was great for like a week, and then people just got way better at it. Vanessa did not take long. And to see what people could do with the queen and the strategies people came up with just kind of blew our minds. You give people like a tool set, you give them a sandbox to play in, and they will come up with so many amazing strategies and just master it. And it's been really fun to see that.
And aren't you like you said, you give the people the tool set, and then they're probably doing things that you had no idea that was even possible.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean, some of the things that people do with the queen, I didn't even know she could fly like that. That's incredible. And I worked really hard on the movement for her, and I didn't even realize that she could do what she could do. So, really fun to
GG
see.
Blondie.
What? Okay, guys. So, what is your favorite character to play, Mike? What is your favorite character?
It's got to be queen.
Yeah, my good.
Is there a reason why you like her? What
I
about-
worked so hard on her. I mean, she was difficult. Getting all of that right, getting the flight right. I just spent so much time playing as her during development that I think I just gravitate towards it. But it is fun every now and then stepping down off of the throne and becoming a
Ginger.
worker and tossing some berries. But I'm terrible
Yes.
at it. I'm so bad at berries.
You're my spiritual animal in this game because I love the bee too. But let's go to Jackie. Jackie, what is your favorite character to play in the game?
Left. Oops. I am a worker and I love running berries. I need to practice on being a warrior and powering up, so I'm trying a little bit of that this session. But definitely love running those berries. And Pampers and KC, wow. I might have to rewatch what you guys just did in that last match and learn some things.
Are they berry masters? Or is that
They
their?
are. Absolutely. Well, and also, can I give a shout out to Ginger for those dance moves on the last Meet the Family screen you were rocking out?
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm trying.
I love it. There is a team, I think it's the Honey Mustard Wings, that have a synchronized ab dance that they do before their B-Game League match.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I do
That's
not
pretty
want to be the
awesome.
queen. Can I back out now?
I saw that. Oh, I know. 'cause
No, you're
you're like-
committed.
Ginger,
right.
practice makes perfect.
That was unintentional.
that's so funny because we were talking and it's I see both of your sides. I like Mike. I love being the queen. I just gravitated to her so naturally. And then I knew I was going to be more chatty in the game and I didn't want to take away from the team. So I'm like, okay, I have to go be a little bee right now. And I have to go be a worker. And it was. And like you said, Jackie, it's kind of like I could learn from you and the challenges of how to be that better warrior character and
Yeah.
stuff.
I never thought I'd be one to watch streams to learn how to play games, but certainly in the last year I've tapped into that. So
You can learn a lot, and even
really
when
can.
it's kind of crazy because when Ginger and I were talking about it, where I'm like, well, let's go play with bots, and she's like, okay, and like the behind that for me is, well, you can learn a lot. The bots are animated; they know what they're doing. And so I'm like, let's just go learn from them, see how they do, because it's like, for me, jumping right into a multiplayer game and not knowing, but this way it's like, if you die, you see why you died. You see what
Right.
you're doing wrong. And so, yeah, that was quite interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike and I were talking earlier, you know, a lot of people jump right into ranked, but it's nice, quick play. There's a lot of folks in the community who will kind of give you tips, especially if you're in a voice chat with them. So it's nice to tag up with some folks and do customs and quick plays, you know, before you're jumping in ranked and getting frustrated.
Right. Oh my gosh. Have we tried a ranked match yet?
We haven't, you know, I know that there are some peak times for ranked, so it might take a minute. We did just push forward a new rule, as we can all kind of see, like being queen is super tricky and can be a lot of pressure. However, to match games fast and ranked, we made a rule that after a certain amount of time, if you picked worker, if you were high points, you would just get placed in queen, which was, you know,
Okay.
equally frustrating for people. So we switched that rule back, and it's only been about a week, and we're testing out, you know, the actuals now. You won't start a match in ranked until you have a queen or either. So, and we haven't heard too many wild, holy moly, it's taking too long. But we're keeping our eye on wait times.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try to throw a berry.
Get it.
Gosh, I'm making berries in for the other team right now. They're bouncing off my head. Sorry.
Okay, is it A? Oh no, I just threw them at Jackie. Jackie, I'm throwing berries at you.
You know, and I'm using my bumper to throw them with my A button, but I'm not making them.
It's so hard.
All right, Snail it is.
Oh my gosh, guys, we're gonna lose. Oh my god.
No!
Please, no, the last berry. It's
Go,
ridiculous.
Jackie, go.
Close.
Oh, they got it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh,
They are running berries hard.
they are. Okay, well let's just gotta shift our attention. That's okay.
Sorry, I was just trying to stay alive.
I was
That's all
trying
I
to throw
do.
berries.
Survival.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite maps. I think this background is so pretty.
Gosh, that's something we were talking about. Is we love the mute between the music and the maps. So yeah, that's another question I think that was being thrown around.
Oh, Jats.
Is there anything in the works maybe for like a B battle royale and any different kind of modes? Kind of thing like a BP
You know,
for
I'll let Mike speak to that, but there are, and I did see in chat, someone was asked about queen on queen battles, and there are ways that you can set up your controls so it's just like a 3v3 berry session. So there are modifications, but nothing that kind of is caught on yet.
Awesome. Okay, good to know. Another question is weather. Are you guys possibly thinking about? Do you think maybe in the future that there would be like elements like rain or just like snow, just different elements, kind of thing?
Yeah, great question. I mean, as we add more levels to the game, we're ooh, what happened? Oh, they're so close.
That was too close.
Being sneaky.
As we come out with new levels, we're always considering like what kind of elements can we bring in to like kind of keep the gameplay fresh and things like that. We have nothing to speak of officially right now, but yeah, we're always considering. Going back to the previous question, different modes. We don't have that officially in terms of like quick play or ranked, but in custom matches, we do provide a bit of customization to the match. So you can I think you can like turn off the snail, you can turn off berries, you can,
There you go.
you can do a lot of things like that.
Oh my god.
Ooh. The arcade. Oh, see, those berries though. That's the tug of war. The 3 ways to win. It's hard to keep everything going.
Yeah, you do. And as that queen, it's like your eyes have to be in every direction at all times. Wow.
Totally.
Male bees in the hive are called drones. Did you guys know that?
I did know that.
I was aware of that.
I did know that.
Did you know that bees fly about 20 miles per hour?
I did not know that.
No.
That's pretty fast. I don't think I can run that fast.
All I know is I cannot outrun them.
I just know find some water because they can't swim. So, yeah. female bees in the hive, except the queen, are called worker bees. I think we all knew that. That's kind of common. The one common thing everybody knows. The number of eggs laid by a queen are 2,000 per day is the high.
Oh, wow, she's a slacker.
Wow.
A slacker.
She's got to get those numbers up. Yeah, those are
Come on, it's only 115 out. Come on.
2,000 eggs. You know, that brings up another conversation. We were talking about how I wanted to get a kitten, and you know, the cat has kittens, and it's like, can you imagine if humans were like that? They have a bunch of kids, and they're like, okay, do you want one? Come and get it. You know.
I have a bee
like
fact. Can I get the bee fact?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Apparently, bees communicate with each other, and they do so through dance. They wiggle their butts, and they turn in different directions, and it's so sophisticated that they can communicate to other bees where a source of pollen is, and they do so with respect to the sun and how high it is in the sky. And that's at different times of the day, the dance will change depending on how high the sky is, so they can say like, okay, the sun is here, the pollen is here, I'll dance for you, and they can locate where to go for the pollen. Somebody correct me in chat, but I think that's basically right.
And did we
That
find
is-
all this out after like the dancing? Is Bumblebear, did they tap into all this knowledge?
No, I was a random YouTube hole I got down somehow, I think.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Wow, I never thought it would be that elaborate for, even though they do say that, you know, we wouldn't be here without bees. So
Here we go. All right, guys, we just dropped the Discord in chat. So, guys, if you want to be a part of the Killer Queen Black Discord, go ahead, click that link. Guys, it's a great community. Again, I mean, you can hear it. These guys are amazing. They're very welcoming. They are a lot of fun. They do a lot of events. I mean, it's very, very active all the time over in there. I don't think we can beat that dancing bee trivia right there. That was pretty cool.
yeah, that
I
was
might
awesome.
have to have Mike write a blog about that. That's good.
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
The
So true.
parallels and the lore. And that's like one
Right?
thing with Bumblebear. They really like don't name or even say it's a bee. You know, it's a queen, and we had talked earlier about like the whole alien portion. You know, it is. It's a kind of a futuristic insect craziness. So we try not to attach names, but they happen.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are things they won't even tell us. Like if you look at the art in the arcade game, there's like they wear pants where there are two dots on their lower body, and we're like, what are those dots? And they're like, we're not, there's something, but we're not telling you.
It's a mystery, and you're not going to know. You have to figure it out.
Yup, exactly.
That's so awesome. Okay, so we talked about like the classes that you guys like to play and stuff like that. But what are some games outside of Killer Queen Black? What do you guys like to play on your downtime? Like, because I know this is your job. So what do you do what games do you like to play outside of that?
You know, it's so funny. It's games that are so different from this, to be honest. It's like, I was super into first-person shooters back in the day. Still a little bit. And kind of more zen lately as like a stress relaxer. Microsoft came out with a Flight Simulator 2020.
Never heard of that.
No, I'm sure you
Game.
haven't. And I plug in my flight stick and I just cruise. I flew over my apartment and I took a turn and went to where I grew up. And I'm like, this is amazing. This is
I
great.
love
So
that. Ginger, you could tell about a little bit on your side about how Flight Sim.
So my husband almost never plays games, and this game came out, and he's like, "Oh, it's on the Xbox," and I was like, "Yeah." And he's now just totally kidnapped my Series X. I don't see it anymore because that's all he plays is the simulator.
That's awesome. Jackie, what about you? What are you playing now on your downtime?
You know, I'm big into trivia games, and I do play like a lot of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy on my phone, which I'm, embarrassed to admit, but it is hard to kind of be on a system after working all day. Are you guys on that? Do you like a little trivia action?
I do, yeah. I think for me, I would say yes, and I do like puzzle games and things where you have to kind of like challenge yourself. But that is, I respect that. That yeah, when you do that all day, it's kind of nice to just step back and just tap into a different part of your brain, so to say.
Well, and I'm a little older, and I'm definitely more of the barcade arcade style. So I do have my ultimate favorite pinball game is Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I actually kind of hit up my local spot about once a week and try a new pinball to get some multi-ball on. But yeah, I'm pretty classic, and I actually started playing Grid and a couple other multiplayer games with some other friends. So yeah, I'm growing in my PC gaming and console gaming.
That's awesome. I love the stories. I'm like, it's like you always like to know, like, what do you, okay, this is your job, but what are you doing on your downtime? Do you guys have any other hobbies that you'd like to share? Like, do you guys like to hike? Do you want to play the piano? Are you astronauts and you're just not sharing that?
I'll go first just because you said hike, and that is something that I do nonstop. I live in Colorado, so I just got to do Guanella Pass last weekend, which
Very
is
nice.
a 14,000-foot mountain, pretty awesome. It was
GG.
red, gold, all the colors of fall, if you will. So yeah, it's hiking's a big hobby, and then my husband and I like to do some inline skating. We have a dog, so all those hashtag Colorado things.
Nice, nice. Well, what about you, Mike?
Not hiking so much, but I go for walks. You know, it's yeah, it's really easy to kind of get stuck in your four walls. You know, especially with everything that's going on. But I try to get out, and you know, it's a great way to relax. And you know, I do play a little bit of music. I play piano and guitar, so every now and then I'll kind of
Nice.
sit down and do that. But yeah.
Just wanted to learn to play the piano, and like you said, we kind of are like in our little four walls, and so we're kind of like finding things to keep ourselves busy. And I'm sure, I think
It's never too late.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I want to learn the piano.
It's a great time to do it.
Do it.
It's like
Isn't there
cool.
a piano simulator?
Yes.
Oh, my mom is reminding me of my hobby. She's like, Mike plays Beat Saber.
Beat
Like, yeah,
Saber.
that's true. I do. I play a lot of that.
I love it.
Classic mom in there. I love it. I love it.
Mom.
My mom took my Game Boy and she would play Tetris. She played my Game Boy more than me when we were growing up.
What? It's like you guys come from gamers. That's so cool.
I don't know if my mom would know how to get on Twitch and join the chat, so props to Mike's mom.
An average day in the office. What's an average day for you guys in the office? What's it like? You get up, grab your coffee. Like what is a day? What is a day in the life of each one of you?
You go first, Mike.
No, I don't want to be queen.
Ah,
No, because I can't play and talk.
There you go.
I don't want to be queen. I'm done being queen for the day.
Well, I'm gonna invite some more
I
people so
know.
it can.
I'm
You
I'm gonna
guys
be
can.
smack there at the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There
I'm
we
not
go.
even on your side.
Get over here.
I'm trying. Oh, look at you, stinkers. There you go.
Andy says maybe not against the devs. Oh, please. Honestly.
No, come on, Candy.
Get in here, Candy.
Get in here.
Yeah, get in here.
I think you pretty much nailed the routine. Is I wake up and I drink coffee. That's pretty much it, right?
It sounds good to
Everything
me.
else is up in the air.
The blur from there, right?
Yes. And a blur before then, too, yeah.
And then it's like, wait, what time is it? Oh, yes, I get to go home. Okay, bye.
I will let Pandy join you guys. I'll
I
go
am
to the
home
other
because
side.
I work from home, so.
I know it is hard to shut down though, especially with a lot of gaming activity happening in the evenings. During the day, I make a lot of coffee, but it always changes. Yesterday I had a schedule to kind of make some videos, and then we had CD and the Third doing some streaming last night. We had Stadia had a little kind of promo put out about us, and so you really kind of attend to those and engage with the community, and it pulls you away from, it's hard for me to context switch sometimes if I'm saying I'm just starting to make all these kind of KQB for dummies, if you will, little videos just to kind of navigate around the menus because they are pretty intricate. But yeah, it's like you have to carve out a certain chunk of time. But then if there's something going on in the Discord and, we're working on a quick little patch to revert something from our last patch. So every day is a little different. You have to go in with an open mind and a like one priority and then go with the flow.
Very nice. Yeah, like you are community, and I can kind of relate to that. With my professional outside of the ambassadors is I'm in community as well,
Oh, cool.
and you're right. So you are all over the socials. You are in Discord a lot. So yeah, being a community manager, it's you really don't have a lot of that downtime. It's almost like a 24-hour that you're always
Oh,
like
for
right there.
sure. And
Yeah.
there's admin stuff too. So we just came out in 7 different languages, as well as opened our Nintendo shop in Asia and Japan, and we're doing translations. So I'm working with one of our devs and translators to make sure those are on point. Any sale, anything like that going on, kind of falls under my hat. One of my favorite parts of my job is working really closely with Ika Dorda. She is an artist for Liquid Bit. She's amazing. I feel like she can read my mind. A lot of
She's great. Yeah.
she's so awesome. A lot of the stuff you see on our social posts are all
Hmm.
her drawings, and yeah, I'll send her like, oh hey, we're doing a free key giveaway. This is kind of the image I had in mind, and she'll pump something out. I'm like, whoa, that's what I had in my mind without telling you exactly. So yeah, we really work together well as a team. So all
That
love.
is like unheard of when you can find that connection. I mean, that's even like into gaming. Like you have that partner, and Ginger and I are like that. And that's why I think that we love to play games and stuff together, is because it's almost like the yin to the yang kind of thing. Like if you have somebody that's a cookie cutter of you in game style, it's really kind of hard to be successful as a team. Whereas like if you there's certain guns that you like in a game, if you both are competing for it, kind of thing,
Right.
whereas she's like a sniper, I'm a shotty kind of thing, and it's just, whereas you don't, it's just so organic how it happens. And with, like you were talking about your artists, that they know what you want. It's you don't, it's no words are even spoken. It's just like here, boom, and it's done, and it's successful. I love that. I love that. That is
Yeah.
really, that's great. That's fantastic.
We have a small and pretty rad team. I met Mike years ago. We crossed paths at another company that he worked for, and I worked for a different one in Chicago. And, who would have thought we'd be working together, 10 years down the road or whatnot. But
Wait, we
yeah.
did?
Yeah, I think I saw you at Okta before. Like, I would walk by you and I would come
Oh,
up for
through
lunch.
Kevin? Sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but like we weren't friends or anything, but I knew who
No,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole
That's
crew was.
right.
I
Totally.
worked on like the 20th floor, and then you guys ended up moving up to
Oh,
like the
that's right. Right, right,
22nd
right, right,
floor.
right. That was
So
that was you?
that was me.
No, that's fun.
But
No,
yeah,
but
so those are the old days.
I guess to give it more like of a serious answer to your question, I mean, like to start off the day, I mean, first of all, our community is amazing, and they're very committed to the game too, and we try our best to stay true to the game, to the community, and sometimes we fall a little short. Like we'll release a patch, and things will get missed, and our community is very generous. So like, they'll do the research. They're like, we're not really sure what the problem is, but there is a problem. I'm like, well, great. Is there any more you can provide? They have like a whole archive of like, here's videos. I took this clip on Twitch. This shouldn't have happened. It's like, oh my God, thank you so much. That's so helpful.
They're so thorough.
Oh, they're so thorough, very thorough.
Yes, very much so. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I understand exactly what you're saying. Please continue.
No, not at all. A good example in the latest patch was full disclosure, we were trying to. So we talking about the end shots, right? And how you guys really like the art for that. And there's one where if you have the laser and you shoot the queen in the head to end the game, it's a headshot, right? I think we actually saw that earlier. But
I think so.
we did. I think we did, but we had this. We missed when the queen is diving and she gets hit in the head. I think we missed that, and one of our game designers tried to fix that, but in doing so, kind of inadvertently changed gameplay a little bit, and the community was. Noticed that right away because they're so in tune to the mechanics of the game. If anything changes, they notice. It's amazing. And we were able to verify what they said and fix it, and that's coming up in the next patch. But yeah, a lot of it is working with the community, talking to them, and trying to
feedback.
resolve these issues. Yeah, exactly.
So speaking about feedback, guys, I want to say I did see it in the Discord. Is there I want to make sure in the Discord, is there a channel that is dedicated to feedback? Am I right on
There,
that?
there is. We actually have three channels. One is a feature request. So if there's something that you think would be fun or you'd like to see in game, that can go into the features. If there's a bug and you're truly seeing a bug, you pop that in the bug discussion report. We also have a bug form attached, pinned in that Discord channel, and we review that pretty frequently and definitely get alerted on it. And then there is a just a general Discord feedback tab. So that's one thing. This being our first game, we wanted a place for everybody to chat about everything. We weren't really sure how active those channels will be, and they are some of our most active conversations. So we're really happy to have that, and big thanks to the community members that contribute.
Awesome. Yeah, Mike was talking about it earlier, how intricate, and it's like how they're like right alongside you. They're like I want to say, and I don't want to say ghosting in the wrong term, but it's like they're right over your shoulders. They know exactly what's going on in the game, and they know when something isn't right. It's crazy. And then they're right there, and like Mike was saying, they've got the screenshots, etc. So that's really kind of interesting that because gamers they are so on top of if they love something, and they want to
Yep.
make it better, they're right there, and they're gonna, maybe not everything is gonna push forward, but they see things, that maybe we don't see because it's like a puzzle. You see the same things over and over, and then all of a sudden fresh eyes lay on it. It's like, oh, okay, kind of thing.
100%.
100. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Penguin, little penguin dude, is one of our community members who had a hilarious observation on our new map. Said that some of the tarps in the throne room, just like the umbrella kind of things on the top, actually look like they're made of the snail skin. And that was not intentional. But
Wow.
it certainly does. And since that's such a snail centric map, I found that to be a really cool observation.
Epic. Ginger, do you have any questions you'd like to ask? I feel like I don't want to. Is there anything after playing with them for a while that you noticed? Chad, my gosh, you guys as well. Is there anything you want to ask the devs? They are here, guys. So go ahead, drop them in chat. We will read them as we get them.
Yeah, my only question is there like a specific skill to throwing the berries? Because I notice you have to be facing the way you want to throw it, because otherwise it's going to bounce off all the walls and yeah.
100%. Definitely have to, like, it's a jump, let go of the berry combo is kind of how I feel it. I could be way
Okay.
off on that. But yeah, the berry throwing, there's like one of the oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name, but there's someone in the B Game League who has developed resources, these infographics of where to stand and where to toss. So bgameleague.gg resources, you can find berry commendums, and they roll through it's outrageously on point, and they're really helpful. So you can find those at the bgameleague.gg resources.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go check that out after stream.
Ginger, write that down, and then we're gonna. Yeah, I need that because we it's the most important question. It's so silly because it's like it is. I think Mike was touching
bgame.gg. No league in there. My bad.
Okay.
Okay, so what is it? One more time.
There. It's bgame.gg/resources-content, and there's a berry commendum of it's pretty ridiculous. They've done 7 of the 8 maps, so yeah, or 6 of the 8. They have 2 coming soon, so definitely check that out and hone in on your berry skills.
Nice.
Awesome. Taxel dropped it in chat. Thank you, Taxel.
Perfect.
Thank
That
you.
is
Taxel.
amazing.
All right. Now we're gonna get down to some. You all behave now, okay?
Oh, beehive.
Honey, you're so funny.
I try.
There's some very good puns in this
Yes.
game.
I love the
Stubbs.
puns.
Oh, sorry. Stubbs asked, why did you settle on a berry instead of something like pollen?
Again, Bumble Bear. That's a great question.
Yeah. And are
Nice.
they really berries? You know, maybe it
Right,
is purple
right,
pollen. We've heard them
right.
called orbs, which I really like orbs because that goes into my whole psychedelic space dream that the game really is.
I called them jelly beans.
I like jelly beans. We hear
The,
beans a lot. We hear
I
beans.
call
yep,
them jelly beans.
the community comes up with all sorts of
Um,
they are what they are. They're
Very
balls.
clever.
And in this map, somebody pointed out after it was too late that the sconces kind of look like berries. So if you do have some issues with those little light bulbs in the background, might look like a berry flying, but I think they're off color enough that we won't get too confused.
all right, we're coming for you. We're coming.
Hi.
You guys better watch out. We've been
Speaking of berries, I'm
practicing.
full on just gonna try to run berries.
Okay, cool. I'm going to power up and protect.
Oh, that's
them.
good. Yeah, good
So
call
if we
out
could
on
get a
that. Power up.
queen. Okay, I need a blue gate.
Go
Another thing that
subterfuge.
people that a lot of tagging the gates is definitely something that people forget to do a lot.
Oh, with the queen? Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
give
Yeah.
a little flyby. There we go. Booyah! You guys are going down.
Yeah, that's why we created the tutorial. We felt it was really important for new players to understand, the mechanics. It's like we see a lot of new players in Quickplay kind of stand in front of the gate and they're not really sure why. If it's the wrong color, like why am I not activating it? So it's a weird mechanic that a lot of people aren't used to, for sure.
Oh, there they go. GG on that.
Nice.
You sneaky. GG.
I was
So
trying-
interesting, so when you play the arcade game, I don't know if you notice if you have the music up, but when you get close to a victory condition, we actually play like these drums, like there in the arcade game there is no indication that one of the victory conditions is about to be met. And it's something that we added, we were a little unsure about, but the drums were playing and I still missed that the snail was like on the other side of the screen. So.
That's awesome.
Communication is definitely key, and you guys built in so many features, just even highlighting.
Right.
You can add the bars around, like, hey, look here, if you're maybe not on voice chat.
Yeah, so we have nonverbal communication, so I can highlight the hive, I can highlight the snail.
Oh, nice. I like that.
And how do
I'm
you
not
do
sure if
that?
that's coming on stream. It's I think left trigger and then the various buttons.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
Candy is good.
So like left trigger, and if you're playing on an Xbox, was that Y? I think is hive. No, that's gates.
Gate, yep, I see the gate going. Wow.
Ooh, subterfuge.
Ooh, nice.
Cool.
Right in the head.
Wow.
GG.
Who was scared to go against us? Jeez, I'm scared to go against you guys.
I don't know if you wanted to talk about it yet, but Blondie had a really cool addition that she talked about. I'll let her tell you though for the game.
Yes.
So
What?
you know what it is. I'm not gonna say it is your idea.
About,
Just think
what's
about
it
it.
about?
About adding something to the game.
Oh. Okay, I think I know what she's talking about.
Nail.
About all. Okay, so obviously the queen she's so quick and she's so swift that she's really kind of hard, and I find that the only character that can really just actually go in and just annihilate her is the maze. What about, just something. What about an alt to where it's the team, if you get some kills, whatever, that you get this alt that you can come in and have like a swarm of birds or something just come in and wipe the whole team out.
Oh, yeah, like a power up thing.
I like that. We've heard of a weapon that wipes or freezes everybody.
Yeah.
Definitely a fun feature. Something to think about.
We had
just
this-
something silly.
Well, just to talk about some of the things that we prototyped that never made it into the game. We had this power up, you go into a gate and it turns you into a bomb that has a timer. So you're kind of blinking, and then what you're trying to do is get really close, to the queen or something, and then it blinks and then you explode, and it kills you, but it also kills everyone in your vicinity. including your teammates.
Ah.
Wow.
But we ended up scrapping that. It was hard to balance.
So, okay, where do you guys, so the game, what, would have an anniversary. It was 2018. So we're on 3 years, is that right?
2 years. So
2 years.
2019, yeah. So it'll be
Okay.
our 2-year launch just for PC and Nintendo on October 11th.
And again, everybody in chat, this is their anniversary, so we want to wish them a happy anniversary, October of 2019. Wow.
Yes, happy
where
anniversary.
where do you guys see the game? Oh, we returned. Okay, we're going back. Where do you guys see the game? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep saying where. I don't stop. So where do you guys see the game in like in a year or 2 years? Where do you want to see it?
Mike? I mean, I'll go. I think that we have kind of put the pedal to the metal, even though it seems, we've been out for 2 years. However, we've just been able to kind of incorporate a lot of the new map, the new character, our new languages. Being localized is huge for us. We're just starting. There's always been a competitive scene, but over the next year, we really want to see that competitive scene grow. We want to see no wait for ranked. So really just growing the player base and continuing to nurture the community so that it's easier to find ranked matches. And we're going to start doing some scheduled rank resets. I think that'll help, where it's like more like a league and leaderboard. Currently you can jump on the leaderboard, but if we have regularly scheduled resets, that's going to bring a little more excitement to the game.
And don't you guys, I mean, I hate keep bringing it up, but don't you have like a section in your Discord to where if people are interested in rank, maybe instead of just like jumping in with both feet, that they can kind of come in there, get their feet wet, talk about it a little bit? Is
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the big things we love about Pampers Quickplay. And I heard there's like a Friday Night East Quickplay kind of things. And it's once you're in the Discord and, there's a couple channels looking for game channels, you kind of just get brought into a group, learn some of the mechanics and really how to work within a team. And that's something, I've noticed with the teams, a lot of people do stick to a character as well as a strategy. So, just kind of building more coaching programs. We have Argris in our community who used to do a lot of newbie nights and pairing queen coaches with some newer players. So I'd love to see more of that in the next few months. And yeah, I'm focused on growing the player base. Mike?
Totally. I just wanted to address really quickly, someone mentioned in chat, Lights Cube. Sorry, I can't move. I have 260 latency. That's a bug, and I actually fixed that. So in the next patch, hopefully, with higher latency, you'll see better performance with that. Sorry that you have that high of a latency to begin with, but even if you do, it should be a little easier to navigate now. So
nice.
Well, it's also his internet. He has that issue on all games, but I mean, it could be this game as well. So, yeah.
The one dial-up user still in.
Well, no, he's not dial-up. He's just in an area that doesn't have very good internet, I think.
Yeah,
sure,
and I would say that's a challenge too, just kind of doing some triage on bugs. Like, is it a user experience? Is it isolated to your machine? Being on 5 platforms, and the setup I have right now is ridiculous. I have my mic turned off of my headset. I have a different mic on. I have my PC on one side. I'm chatting on my Mac. So how, it's really hard to gauge everybody's different troubleshooting issues.
Yeah, the internet it's tough. It's a tough thing to work around. We worked with a company called Network Next because we knew latency was such an important thing in this game. We really wanted our players to have the best connections possible. And Network Next is this company that accelerates internet connections. So we were able to provide users with premium paths through the internet that minimize latency and jitter to provide a better experience. A really cool company to work with, and they have a great portal. We could actually see real time, the improvement that our users were getting. It's like, direct route, it would be like 100 millisecond latency, and through their network, it would be like 60, right? So in some cases, a dramatic increase.
Yeah, and actually you can keep get into more detail on that, there's a podcast called Between Two Servers, hosted by Network Next, and actually Mike and our CEO Tesh sat on it a couple of weeks ago and gave a really good conversation. Oh my gosh, just about all of the latency issues, packet loss. I learned a lot. It was a really, really educational one for me to watch too.
Well, we're really.
I think it's kind of.
Sorry,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Ginger. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. Please do.
I just want to say I'm really glad that you added it to Xbox because like this is my main platform to play on, and like
Oh, awesome.
you know, I'm like, yes, I need this for, because you know there's a lot of times where it's a game and it's only on PC or Switch or whatever, and it's like I need it on Xbox. So
Yeah, Xbox was our big one. Everybody wanted Xbox. We wanted Xbox. It just worked out great with the timing, and then that we were able to be on Game Pass as well, helped increase our player base. So
yeah,
to all our Xbox players out there.
Yeah, I really think that, you know, like with our community, again, it is a fan favorite, and we're really glad that it is here. It is on Game Pass again, guys. So anybody in chat, if you are interested in the game, just remember we have one more giveaway that we're going to do. It's going to be for a 1-month Game Pass Ultimate code that we'll run that here probably in about 15 or so minutes. And that way you can jump in and play the game. We really are. We're really glad that it came to Xbox, and I didn't realize that it was. You guys are going on your anniversary. That's amazing.
Hey, thank you. It is amazing. We are really excited about it.
It kind of like just.
Proud of the guys.
Yeah, I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off. It's just it's a breath of fresh air for us, you know, because we're always looking for something to play on our channel. Oh.
I killed the bot.
Nice.
Way to go.
Killed the bot I built.
Thank you, because that bot was killing me left and right.
Good job.
It knew that I was playing against this. Was I need to make Mike look good here.
Oh, Mike does hair flip. Let's go.
Oh, Cube was
yeah,
saying
the
it's not his
Xbox,
internet. Sorry.
Yeah, the Xbox community is awesome though, just like the Club Xbox and then your group, the Xbox Ambassadors. It's really nice to see just kind of the community that you guys have built as well.
Yeah,
And then can I ask you guys a question? How long, Blondie and Ginger, how long have you guys been with the Xbox Ambassadors and playing, and what games are your favorite?
Ginger, I'll let you go first.
So I've been ambassador since, when they had MSN Messenger, but then I wasn't. That's old school. And then I wasn't ambassador for. I think I wasn't doing anything for a while, and then came back to. So probably I would say current, probably 5 years. Yeah.
Awesome. No wonder you sound so pro. Very cool.
And what about you, Miss Blondie?
Oh yeah, 5 years. Ginger and I are like a few weeks apart. We both joined the program at the exact same time, and we just absolutely love the program, being able to help out. It's all about, you know, gamers helping gamers, keeping you guys connected, that kind of thing. We absolutely, it is a passion for both of us kind of thing. And I'm sorry, what was the second part of your question?
Oh, I wanted to know what other games you guys play. We kind of piggybacked on it when you asked us, but I'm kind of curious what your favorites are right now.
Ginger, I'll let you go.
Games we play. Games we play together, or games we just like to play in general.
Just games you like to play.
Oh, so I like to play anything first-person shooter. I love ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, anything Fallout series. I love playing Uno and
Awesome.
just everything, anything like COD, all those kind of things. Well, COD's kind of upsetting me lately, but other than that, yeah, just I love a little bit of everything, really.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Okay, definitely, yeah, variety streamers all the way around. What I like to do, oh my gosh, I am first-person shooters. I love fast-paced games. Destiny, Gears was one of those first games that I absolutely fell in love with. Before it was just like, it was COD, and it was just like go in and what I could just wreck as fast as I could wreck it. And then it was like with Gears, it was like, oh wait, there's a story here. Let's back up the bus and just kind of get involved. And then I started actually playing the campaigns. God, I didn't even know there was one. But been grinding out Destiny lately, heavy duty. Solstice, got the gear for that. We've been playing this. But yeah, it's fast paced for me.
Very cool.
So yeah, thanks for asking, guys.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I love learning about you guys, and I love just kind of your presence on Twitter and everybody just sharing what they're up to. It's really nice to have not met you before, but really feel like part of the community. So thank you for having us.
Oh, absolutely. And guys, it's an open invitation. I'm sure Taxel can second that. You guys are always welcome. Anytime Ginger and I or any of the other hosts that jump in. And again, guys, we're not the only hosts here on the channel. We have people streaming every day of the week. Oh, she got me that sweet boy.
There we go, Walsey. There we go.
Yay! That's all Jackie and Walsey.
All just hanging out. That's awesome.
I was just spawning.
I do have to say, Jackie, it's really nice to hear that you feel welcoming from us and just the community, because that's what it's all about.
Oh, yeah, it is for us too. I mean, that's like making a multiplayer game. We just wanted people to have some fun and hang out together, and yeah, it's really nice to immerse ourselves in some of the communities that are playing together. So, and I will say, I like that. You know, not to be all about gender, but 3 ladies and Mike today. This is a change for some gaming stuff. I'm used to being the only female in the house.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's great. Yeah.
Ladies play games too. Yeah.
That's
Yes,
right.
they
Great.
And we're pretty good.
Actually, don't ladies like? Mostly ladies that play game. Like, it's a huge demographic for games.
Yeah,
Just
I
a
think
lot
like
of-
when you're looking at like esports and whatnot, like we play games, but we aren't as competitive, maybe. I'm
Yeah,
not-
it's like different games, but like females are a huge demographic for video games for sure.
Yeah, it didn't used to be.
I am so competitive. It is ridiculous. It is killing me right now to play this worker and not the queen. It's insane. I love it though, but you know what? We gotta relinquish that. But oh
Got
my
to.
gosh, I love
Got
it.
to.
GG. All right.
I love it.
Let's
So,
do it.
okay, guys, are there any pro tips that you can give us? Like, there was something like that chat kind of threw out there the last time we were all playing was somebody had mentioned that if you jump in and you go into the gate as a worker with your berry or your jelly bean, etc., that if you go to the lightning bolt, that if you jump on the snail, does that make the snail go faster?
It sure does. Yeah,
Oh my
There's a
gosh!
speed snail trick.
it does. Yeah, it makes you go faster no matter what. If you go on the snail, or you could take that speed upgrade and turn around and grab another berry and get a weapon, and you could be like a speed warrior or speed maze. right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so say that again. So how do you do speed warrior? Double
So-
berries?
Yeah, so you would get a berry, you would go into the gate and get the speed upgrade, and then you're still a runner, so you can get another berry and go back into the gate and then select the sword. And now you're like a faster sword.
Oh, guys,
Wow.
that is the best pro tip. Right now,
Yeah.
we are going MLG Pro.
Now, here's the thing, it's a big investment, right? So a lot of people get turned away from it because they'll get the speed upgrade, they'll get the sword, and then they'll die. And it's like, oh no, I spent like a minute doing all that.
Three-fourths of the game and it's over.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm all about the laughter and having fun in a game. So how did they do the little haha? Because I want to make sure I can do that game.
Oh, the haha.
Yes.
Right trigger and then the bottom button, A on an Xbox controller.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Bad
Wait.
manners. Throwing the
Yeah.
ha-has.
Okay, how do you do it again? I was like so not.
So you hold right trigger and then you hit A.
Yeah.
Okay, where am I?
So when you win and you just
Thanks,
say
Mom.
ha.
Yeah?
See the little things that make the game fun. Okay, so that which kind of reminds me of another question. What about customization? Is there anything on the horizon as far as are we not? Can you unlock emotes? Can you unlock other skins, or is this kind of where we're at?
That's a great question. We don't have plans in the current horizon to unlock that, but it's something that we've been kicking around for sure. More content, more things to unlock. Ooh, very nice.
GG. I love these last that clip. Those are epic.
Yeah, that came from arcade, straight out of arcade, and then we had a little flair to it, different scenarios. I don't know if you've seen in what's the map called Split Juniper, Jackie?
I was just gonna say that the that's Amore.
Yep.
That's a
My favorite.
Have you seen that? Yeah. I don't know if you've.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know if y'all have seen That's Amore, the end screen yet.
Have we? I'm not sure.
It's kind of, you would remember, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Oh.
We do try to keep them secret, but we do have a post about it in our blog. I'm just going to squeal. It looks like a box of chocolates.
Yes.
It's so awesome.
Love it.
And then our artist actually created like a box of chocolates and like described what each chocolate was. Like this one's like a nougat with like a.
That is so cool.
They all have their fun little flavors.
I love it. Like
That's
the little,
cool.
like the caramel. Oh my gosh, I love the little insight that we're getting, guys. We so appreciate all this. Nice job.
It's fun. We actually took that frame and made a just a transparent image out of it so that people could put something inside of it last Valentine's Day. So we had downloadable images and whatnot to make little Valentine cuties out of That's Amore.
Yeah.
And I would say that was one of the hardest things in translation because the achievement picture is a piece of pizza. And when I was telling translators, like, oh yeah, this is an achievement, it's called That's Amore, which, obviously translates to love, but then it's a piece of pizza as the image. They were like, wait, what is this? I'm like, it's a song. And so there's a lot of like pop culture in that one.
Right.
And we didn't realize like Easy Rider is, there's definitely some references that are pop culture and kind of fun nods to different things that we like.
Yeah, and when you said that, all I could hear is the music. Like, that's Amore.
Right? I know that'd be. I'm really just like scripting this Killer Queen Black animation in my head. There's a whole episode about that one. I can feel it coming.
Oh, I do have a question I just thought of. The people who have the shields, you can't stab them, can you? Can you get them from behind or?
So the shields, yeah, you can get them from behind. The shields act as like from the front. If you hit the shield, it's like it blocks the attack, and then the shield disappears for like a short amount of time, and then comes back. And you could also push other characters around with the shield too.
Yes, I noticed that. Casey, is that his name? Casey was doing that.
Yeah.
He was really good at that. They were like piling up all the berries on my side, or on our side, and stealing our berries, getting them over to their side, pushing us away. I mean, that was some hardcore strategy. I might have to jump in a lunchtime quick play to learn more one of these days.
That I did not. I get so sorry. You guys, yes, guys. So chat. They do lunchtime gameplay. They just jump in the game at lunchtime and they play. So if you guys are a member of the Discord, the Killer Queen Black Discord, they jump in and they play on their lunch, and they want to play with you guys, the community. So sorry, I thought that was one of the most epic things.
It really is fun. I mean, and the events, there's always a Monday night event. It lasts about an hour and a half. It's a great way to meet new people. The B Game League hosts that along with some of our Discord mods. Shout out to Killer Queen Black Discord mods. They are all awesome.
Yay.
We love our mods. Oh, I know. Without that mods, I get it.
All right, it's time for you to be queen. You made me be queen. You gotta be queen, woman. Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
And I can't talk. Okay, well, if I do, then you're gonna have to talk.
I will do all the
can't.
talking, woman. Just you play. I love it. Just a little taunt in the game.
So I don't know if you noticed, but so the snail is eating me right now, right? So if somebody kills the snail rider, they actually save me, and I can hop back on the snail.
I did notice that before. That's awesome. And
Yeah.
I love that people will sacrifice themselves just to slow the snail down.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
That's the best part. And I think that we were where I was at least the guilty one of calling him Steve and not Winston. So slow and steady wins the race, right? I do.
This is where it gets stressful. Like all this pressure, like the snail's so far to the right. Everybody's down here, like.
Yeah, I love that you have the 3 ways to win, because when you're focusing only on one way that you can win, you're trying to just keep track of what you're doing. Like when Blondie and I play, sometimes I'm like, where am I? Because I forget where I'm even.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look. That was like, we were like neck and neck. Stop GG on that. It was like 2 and 2. It was like whoever took that last one out. Oh my gosh. GG. Sorry, like I said, I just get too competitive. But it's fun. It's great. GG sub.
GG.
Yeah, throw the hearts up.
Nice job, Blondie.
I'm out. This is way stressful, but no, guys, I love the game. Like I said, I love playing her. She's really a really unique character, and I think for everybody there is a game with the game style that you do play. That I kind of got cozy with the worker. I didn't have to focus.
It's true. Well, it's nice too, like as families play and couch co-op, we're all online and whatnot, but some things are just easier to play than others. So if your kiddo likes riding the snail, then it's a great little family. Or maybe your kiddo's a killer queen and mom's the snail rider. But either way, it's definitely something for everybody. Easy to play, hard to master for sure.
Definitely.
So
that was one of the things that was really rewarding when we were at E3, when we saw like families play together and like how into that they got, and like working together. It's like, oh, get the snail, I got the snail, I'm gonna ride the snail, I got it. They get so excited. It was a lot of fun.
I was just thinking,
just you guys even like just bringing people together and
for sure.
All about.
Look at that.
Guys, did
Is
we
that
do
all
it?
of them? I think we did.
oh, nice job.
Mike, I'm gonna have to screenshot that.
Yes, we can do that. I will definitely screenshot that and pass that on.
So
You
I'm
have to show
thinking,
the boss that.
because the grass makes everybody slow down, that maybe the snail should go faster as he's eating it, but the other people are slowed down by being in it.
Ooh, interesting.
I like that.
I mean, just
Yeah,
a flip.
The little juicy, all the little like dirt puffs and stuff, that was not available at launch. That was something we pushed out in one of the releases, and I really like it. I think it's great for visuals, and it doesn't really affect gameplay at all, but the grass definitely don't want to get stuck in that.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm backing out. Okay, so we're gonna play. We probably have time for looks like at least one more.
Okay.
I'm going to back off the queen. I'm gonna back off the throne.
I'll round it out in the queen.
Jackie,
All right.
Jackie, let's go. All right,
I'm
let's go,
feeling a
guys.
little murderous here. Let's do this.
Yes.
So done. No, I love it. Thanks, guys. Again, both of you guys have played the queen, and I've learned a lot. And it's been like I'm just like my heart is going 100 miles an hour. I mean, do you guys when you play the
I've
queen,
learned
are
a
you?
lot.
Do you
Oh my
just
gosh.
chill?
No, it's so stressful. It's so stressful. It's like you could almost feel the other 3 team members like, what are you doing? Like,
Right?
but like, especially when you're down to your last life, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of your team. Like, okay, somebody has to warrior up, somebody has to like protect the queen, and it makes it a lot harder for the queen to start tagging gates. And if the snail is getting close, like it's really risky for her to kind of get in there and try to clear the snail. So yeah, it's a lot.
All right, Pandy is on the gold team against Jackie.
Oh my gosh.
On the
Candy, you're so
blue.
good. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm just going to. I don't want to say it because chat can hear me. Well, no, it's okay. Can they hear? Can the opposing team hear us?
I mean, if they're on your stream. And,
Yeah.
Other
Each
than
other.
that,
So it's
but
hard to
in-game,
strat,
no.
So I think that was one of the things we were going to ask too, which was what was your favorite kind of conference or convention that you guys enjoyed going to show off the game?
Well, I mean, E3 was just incredible. I mean, the fact that we even got to go, it was the first game that we developed. I mean, there's so many fans around Killer Queen Arcade. I think we kind of rode that to E3, to be honest. But it was so amazing to be there, and really when you put in all this hard work into a game and you see people actually play it for the first time besides your friends, and you see the reactions on their faces. The first couple matches are rough, I'm not going to lie, because this game is so weird, right? It's hard to explain. And when you're trying to explain it to like 8 people over all of this noise going on at E3, like, okay, so there's 3 ways to win. You're the queen, and you only have 3 lives. You know, it's a lot. But after like a couple rounds, they got it. And they're like, oh wait, this game's kind of dope. Like I actually kind of get it. That was rewarding for sure.
Yeah.
When a lot of people say, oh my gosh, I remember this from E3. I was like, wow, that's a long time ago. So
Right.
thanks for remembering us. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've been to E3 a couple times, and it's pretty crazy there. I mean, I think the last time I went, they had over 69,000 people there. So yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's intense for sure. But PAX was also super cool.
sorry, guys.
That's
know
all
what?
right. That's a
It
good
happens.
thing. Right. Okay. Can you tell us where on YouTube we can find you guys?
Yeah, it's actually the Liquid Bit channel. So it's just Liquid Bit Games YouTube. And,
Awesome.
yeah.
Nice,
Holy
Jackie.
moly.
Oh,
Nice.
My secret is talking and racking my brain for
Hide it
information.
up.
yes. It's
Okay.
like just
We got
check out
this.
and play the game. You're like unconscious.
What a
at this now.
multitasker you are.
Andy,
Right.
I'm learning from
Oh.
you, Candy. So,
High stakes right here. Game
all
5.
right.
It's OT.
No. Oh, so again, sorry, it was Liquid Bit on YouTube, you said?
Yeah, you can find Liquid Bit Games on YouTube, and we have a couple how-to videos out there, and we're really looking to make more. So if the community has any questions, or drop it in our Twitter DMs or wherever, and we're happy to do a little tutorial on it. We know the in-game tutorial is focused on gameplay, so kind of navigating some of the menus and how to create parties. Matt and I actually sat this morning and went through some of the party widgets. Every platform has their own thing, which is awesome, but cross-platform is where it's at. So, well, it's whatever you want to do, but like cross-platform parties are sometimes confusing. So come on,
Let's go.
As I'm talking about holding to flap and
Yeah! Well done.
yeah. Good
GG.
job. Good job.
Jackie
Good
was
job.
the distractor. She was chatting it up. GG,
I-
good job.
I'm like flying all over, like, what am I doing here? That was great. Well,
That
I'm
was
so
great.
glad I finally got some queen stats on this session. I was
There you
looking
go.
pretty weak.
Stats,
Blondie
look
with
at
those snails.
That
was
was
a lot of fun.
epic.
Awesome. That was
Alrighty.
super fun.
Guys, I think we're going to kind of this is kind of like where we're going to kind of wrap it up. We're going to let you guys say a couple words. We're going to wrap it up for the stream. But guys, where can we find you guys on socials? Where are you guys at? Jackie, go ahead. Where are you
Yeah,
at?
you bet. We are Killer Queen Black is on Twitter, and that's going to be Killer Queen BLK. We also have an Instagram, which is at Killer Queen Black. Liquid Bit, we are pushing out a lot more dev conversations, just as Mike said with Network Next. So you'll want to follow at Liquid Bit Games on Twitter, and that's about that. But we also have a link tree / Liquid Bit Games, and you can find our Discord invite, the B Game Discord invite. Might even have to pop up the Xbox Ambassadors Twitch link there, because you guys are really doing a great thing. So thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Well, would you guys like to put out your personal? Are you guys on Twitter? If you'd like to share that. If not, we totally respect that.
I mean, my Twitter is kind of funny, and I go back and forth about changing it. It's Hot Turd Cool City, and that is based on a comedy show that I used to do in Chicago. But you can still find me at Hot Turd Cool City, and it's all sorts of gaming and Colorado-centric tweets.
Yeah, and funny enough, our handles are actually right there at the bottom left corner of the screen. So.
Oh, boom!
they are. And for those that might not be that can't see it, Mike, would you like to drop yours, or I can read it as well?
Yeah, sure. Chore Dog, CHORDOGG. It's a nickname I got in high school, and it stuck. So there it is.
I love it. Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us for a couple hours here on the Xbox Ambassadors channel. You guys have been fantastic. Again, the invitation is always open. So on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say my goodbyes, and I'm going to pass it off to Ginger. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us here on the Xbox Ambassadors channel. I am Blondie but Geeky, the other amazing lady that you hear in the channel. My lovely co-host is Miss Ginger Ale with all the amazing bee facts, and I think you need to do one before we go, though.
Oh, yes.
We do this every Tuesday, 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific. Guys, if you like what you're watching, smash that heart. Turn on those notifications so that you do know when the Xbox Ambassadors go live. So I'm going to say goodbye and pass it to Ginger. Bye.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. The bee line. So we're going to give you a couple more bee facts, and then I'll say my spiel. Here we go. Let's see. Foragers must collect the nectar from about 2 million flowers to make 1 pound of honey. That's a lot.
Wow.
The average forager makes about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in her lifetime. Average per capita honey consumption in the U.S. is 1.3 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Bees have 2 pairs of wings. The principal form of communication among honeybees is through chemicals called pheromones. And our last and final bee fact for the day is bees are important because they pollinate approximately 130 agricultural crops in the U.S., including fruit, fiber, nut, and vegetable crops. Bee pollination adds approximately $14 billion annually to improved crop yield and quality. So,
Aw, bees.
Bees, even though I'm allergic.
Bees knees.
But yeah, as Blondie said, thank you guys so much for joining us. I think I've learned so many helpful hints that's going to make me play better. And we're just so happy that you guys were able to join us. And I want to say bravo to my host with all her questions as well. So just thank you all. It was a great time.
Absolutely. I had a great time. Thank you so much.
Super fun. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. All right, guys, that's going to be it for us. Thank you so much for coming by the stream. Make sure you go and check out Killer Queen Black. If you do have Xbox Game Pass, oh man, go download it. Go play it. And join their Discord. Check them out on all these socials. And thank you for the hosts and the follows. We thank you so much for your support. Make sure you check out the Xbox Ambassadors. And just have a great week. Have a great day. Next up, we have a spy who will be on, so make sure you check him out and all the other amazing hosts on this channel. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.